Hi everybody, James here, Client Manager with Wave Streaming. Now, today I'd like to do something a little bit different, and really what the purpose of this video is to help you or come to a decision as to which streaming provider you're thinking about going with. Now, if you've not signed up with a streaming provider yet, or maybe you're in the market and you're thinking about signing up for some streaming, here's why we're putting together this video. Over the past few months, we've noticed a drastic increase in the amount of people coming to us saying, look guys, I'm thinking about signing up with you, but I was screwed over by my streaming provider previously. They're a bunch of cowboys, you know, and I'm pretty scared really now of signing up with anybody. You know, it's really shaken my confidence up. And indeed, there are a lot of rather shady operations going on. Unfortunately, that's just the nature of the internet. And not only will you find this in the streaming market, but you'll find it pretty much in any market going online where you can buy products, services, if you're having digital products, digital services, or indeed even physical stuff, if you may be looking to order products via an e-commerce store. And these tools, if you like, can really be applied for any business online. It doesn't really just apply to the streaming media market. The first thing you should look for then is company information and contact details. And when I say this, I mean looking for things like a phone number. Does the company have a phone number on their website? The chances are that if they don't have a phone number, it may just be something being run from someone's back room. And either they're too scared of putting their cell phone number online, or they don't want to share their house phone number. Either way, they haven't got a spare phone line they can use, so they hide it away from people. The second thing to look for is a postal address. Now, this isn't always hugely important online, and you don't really have to look for all of these things, but you know, I'm just providing these as a kind of guide, you know, a template to follow if you like, so you may want to jot these things down as I'm going. The postal address is important because it actually symbolises that the business has a physical presence in the world, and it's not just something being run from some server somewhere that really doesn't have any kind of real responsibilities. Using things like Google Street View and Google Maps, you can even ascertain whether an address is actually a physical business premises or if it's being run from a residential property. Here's a little tip for you. If you can't find a postal address on the website you're looking at, look up the domain name. You can use tools like domaintools.com to search for Whois information on any domain on the internet. When I say a domain name, I simply mean the website address. So in our case, it would be wavestreaming.com. So if you use a service like domaintools.com, you can find out things like who registered the domain name. Quite often, this is hidden away by privacy protection details, and this will just show some generic address of wherever the domain name was registered. And in this case, you might want to sort of raise an eyebrow a little bit because the company or the person may be trying to hide the actual real address from you. You can also find out how old the domain name is by using this method. Now, this is interesting because some companies will state they've been in business for so many years, and when you do a search on a Whois for their domain name, you'll find out the domain was only registered 3 months ago. Would you really trust a company that said they've been in business for 3 years and the domain name has only been registered for a couple of months? Finally, take a look on the website for company information. I'm talking about registration information, so company number or the legal name of the company, whether it be a limited liability company, inclusive company, or a limited company here in the UK. In fact, in the UK, it's legally required for all incorporations to state their company registration number, their registered office address, and the details of their business on their website. If they're hiding that back, it's actually illegal here in the UK, and I imagine it's a very similar story in the US as well. The second thing to look at is security. Now, security is obviously very important when dealing with any business online, particularly when you're handing over personal information, credit card details, passwords, etc., etc., etc. You want to make sure the website has got a privacy policy in place. This is where they state how they use your information and the lengths they go to protect it, or if they're going to be sharing it with any third parties. You also want to make sure the website has a security certificate that's known as an SSL certificate in place, especially if you're using any kind of credit card on their website. You can do this by checking on your browser. There should be a padlock symbol or a little green bar which symbolises the website you're using is secure and thus it's suitable for processing personal information. If you choose to ignore this and you submit credit card data or personal details via an unsecure connection, you really do open yourself up to fraud and all sorts of malicious activity. So make sure the service you're using has got security in place on their website when dealing with your personal information and card details. Finally, I want to talk about reliability. And again, this is really specific to the streaming media and kind of web hosting market. There are a lot of companies out there which will promise ridiculous uptime claims or huge bandwidth claims. And a lot of the times, unfortunately, these can prove to be untrue. Here's what I mean. Any website could be set up with 99.9% uptime at the side of it. However, whether the server actually has that uptime is another story. Check on the provider's website for uptime records. There are many services around, including the one we use called Site Uptime and Alertra, which will actually monitor server uptime and provide reports. Now here at Wavestreamer, we've actually got reports which date back to 2005 with our server details. It's very important that any kind of ridiculous claims, so to speak, are actually backed up by records. They can actually prove to you that the servers do have the uptime that they state they do. Any unlimited bandwidth claims simply aren't true. No one in the world can provide unlimited bandwidth because no one owns the internet. It's quite simple. Every single computer system going, every data connection has a limit. So there's no such thing as unlimited bandwidth. Companies offering unlimited bandwidth, completely unlimited or unlimited listener slots, is quite simply lying to you. Do you really want to give your business to a company that lies about their restrictions? Finally, you want to look at things like support and guarantees. Does the website have a money-back guarantee? And how responsive is their support team? Before signing up with them, you may want to email in and find out something, whether it be a simple question or whether it be a more technical question, and see how they respond, their proficiency, and also the time that they respond to you in. For God's sakes, if you don't get a response from the company, full stop, don't sign up with them. The chances are they don't care about customer support. I know this video is blunt, and I know a lot of the things I've mentioned may sound alarming to you, but I really feel for all those people, and indeed all of our customers who have been preyed on by people looking to make a quick buck. We've had customers coming to us having paid serious amounts of money to companies that have then just vanished off the face of the earth. No refunds, no money back guarantee, no nothing. They've just been left out of pocket and empty-handed at the end of the experience. And to be honest, I don't blame those people for feeling concerned about signing up with another business. Hopefully that's proved useful to you, and hopefully the information I've given will help you in your decision when choosing a streaming media provider, or indeed generally when you're shopping for anything online. Thanks for watching, and I look forward to speaking to you again very soon. Bye for now.